All right, finally broke in the EGL 300. Let me go through the pros and the cons of some stuff that happened. Cons: the front headlight assembly with the stock mounting bracket doesn't fit. What happens is that the light hits this bracket here, and it actually damaged my the light that actually holds it on. So I had to expand the bracket on the bottom and the top, but it made it good because now I can adjust it more easily for where I want the headlight to actually go. I put on some fork skins or seal savers to help protect against that. You just got to clean them every once in a while. The kickstand has I had to put a 1-inch rubber hose on it because it was actually gouging my my swing arm. So I had to do that to save the swing arm. Next problem that I had was that a stump hit this and bent it all the way up. That caused it to, there's a circlip in here that holds the actual assembly inside. It actually took that and ripped that circlip out. Luckily the piston stayed inside there, so all I had to do was basically reinsert the circlip and bleed the brakes. I ended up putting this zip tie on here because now that zip tie actually stops it from overextending, so that because every time you hit the brake and let go, it actually slams against that that circlip. So now that basically stops that from happening. The levers, what I do is I keep them loose so that they can actually move up and down. So that way, if you fall, it actually doesn't break off. It's got the good levers on it, but I did that so that way you can you don't have to worry about it actually busting off. Finally got it jetted right. I'm using a 185 main, and the needle jet is dropped all the way down to the top notch. I think it's a 65 needle jet, which it actually works really well. I took video of myself riding. The problem is that the camera that I used doesn't allow me to download it directly to my computer. So as soon as I get the adapter to do that, I'll go ahead and get that stuff downloaded. Tires are Kendas. They're actually pretty good. They work really well for what we got here, which is basically grass and dirt. The suspension is a little soft for me, but I'm a little heavy. Weigh 250 pounds, 6'2". So the back is fine. It's the front shocks are they're sagging a little bit. I'm looking in the fork springs. I don't know which ones which fork springs actually sit. Some people say they're Husky springs. Some people say they're Honda CRF springs. I don't know. I got to do more research to find out exactly which ones it uses. The suspension is really soft, and it works really well, even though I'm too heavy for it. And like I said, the tires, they grip extremely well. They're not really good in mud or sand, but for basically dirt and hard pack stuff, they work really well. Power band is really nice. It's basically it pulls all the way from low end lug all the way up to you get to the top end. It loses a little bit on the top end, but it's not real bad. So it's really easy to ride. It's supposed to have 31 horse, which is exactly what my Honda XL 500R has. It feels about the same. This probably feels a little bit more livelier. So it's not gonna win any national championships, but for a B-class rider, it's going to be more than enough. The transmission is a really close ratio. The first gear is you can literally walk next to the bike and it'll basically run. It's a really low first gear, and so I'm thinking about going to a smaller back sprocket so that first gear then becomes usable. The brakes work fine. I wish they had a little bit more stopping power, but they're fine. If you're like I said, if you're a B-class rider, it's not a problem. If you're an A-class rider, you're going to notice that the suspension and the brakes aren't going to be enough for you. Other than that, I'm really happy with the bike. It works really well. It's really nice too because it's got the electric start, because I'm old and lazy, and the electric start makes it really, really well and really easy to basically spark the baby up. So well, that's all for now. As soon as I figure out how to get those pictures off the camera, I'll download those onto YouTube so you guys can see the EGL going through its paces. And like I said, it's I'm really happy with it. So you guys take it easy, stay safe, and stay dirty. Bye.